October 8, 2021. Thus says the Lord, God of Israel, fear me and give me honor. Because the time of the separation of the chaff and the wheat is before you. And recognize that I made the heaven, the earth, the sea, the springs of the waters and everything that exists in them. Stop thinking about yourselves and know that I am God and I show mercy to whom I show mercy, to those who love me and keep my commandments. Do not ponder on two thoughts, because I will not give for innocent the guilty. The hour is coming, when the mortal will want to give what he does not have, to have my protection and hear my voice, and it will not be granted, because they rejected me, following after doctrines and commandments of men. Don't you know that Jezebel struggled with Elijah and did not defeat him? But, still, now it will be more. And who will be able to stand? Listen, people of Israel, prepare yourselves. Because Babylon, which is extensive in its tentacles, is rapidly falling because its wine of fornication has been drunk by many of those who claim to be my people and are not. These live for themselves and by their side there can be no peace, because their intoxicated mind has lost the shame of my truth and they wander along the road. The arrow and the storm follow them and live prisoners of fear, because their paths are for themselves. They believe they are gods in their own opinions and see their neighbor as inferior. Those, to whom I opened the wide door and they themselves closed it, setting their eyes on mortals when they should have trusted me, and rejected my mercies, will quickly be embittered in spirit and all will see that my good has turned away from them. But my ranks will not be empty. Because I have many who desire what you have and still do not fully know it due to the deformity of my people, but they will soon come to this knowledge. Those who once sowed and abandoned, in their own reasoning, my field, will be cut down. And, in their place, I will sow what bears good fruit. Where one is uprooted, 10, 100 and 1,000 will be planted, and everyone will praise me because they will recognize my wonders and the hour of their salvation. Do not adore the beast or its image, or take its mark, for whoever does so, wrath and torment will not cease in his life, and he will not know rest, until the day of his destruction. This sign and this mark will be the separation between the wheat and the chaff. In this you will know who loves me and who does not. He who abandons everything, and everyone, for me, and he follows me, and, even lays down his life for my sayings, this one is worthy of me. Many will believe they are, but who will lay down his life for my cause? And furthermore, who will give his son for my sake? Like this was the gift of heaven to you, and he spared nothing to come to the rescue of many. But it is a vile thing to despise this gift, who did not spare his life for you. For this reason, he who lives for himself, he does not love, because love does not seek its own. You say that you will always live in me? Truly, truly, I say to you, it will not be long before the tribulation and anguish will come, and everyone will be greatly shaken. Many will bend their knees before Baal, because they searched for me and did not find me, because they searched for me among their own and made it their counsel and their right hand. Now, therefore, rebellious people, I will speak, even if you do not listen to me. You were weak and I sustained you, I raised you with great love and you grew strong. And the people saw you and said, look at the girl, she is already a woman. Let us go and ask her about her benefactor. So they went and asked her, where is your benefactor who has covered you with so much benevolence? And you looked at them, with astonished eyes, and said, who is my benefactor? By my own strength I have strengthened myself. Come now and see my attributes. Like this, you loaded yourself with love, of those who were never for you until you were of coronation age. There, with lust and haughty spirit among your fornications, all these came, and this came to my ears. I knocked, then, at your door, and spoke to your heart, but you did not want to listen to my sayings. Running after your lovers you multiplied and many children came from you, to whom you twisted my love for you. But my love opened its way and touched many, of whom they forgot me by your words, and they searched for me and found me. And they asked and I answered them. And these were satisfactory to their ears and they agreed with me and loved my sayings more than themselves and they scattered them to the four winds, and many desired them. These, they turned from their own ways following mine. the peoples saw them and mocked. Then, they began to persuade them, and many of them even oppressed them, but of all of them, these were all liberated because of their complete trust in me. These tasted my flesh and my blood and made a pact with me. Their soul loved to be where my foot walks, in the beautiful gardens of the mountains, and there they built a room and fight for their soul, so that it may be detached from the things of this world. The dragon saw them and besieged them, for the human ages this has been so. But, in this hour, he sought an alliance and conquered it. And now, the beast and his image are in his favor. Anyone who worships them will be cut off from my people. Because their government is against my government, their government is death and my government is life. I reserve for myself a people that advances with me, and others that cry out to me for justice. Now they are separated, each one in their preparation that I have set before them, but soon they will be united by the radiance of my glory, and they will come from all nations and come together in patience. And they will keep, in unison, my commandments, and all will see that my faith is in them, and I will reserve them with the right hand of my justice. Do not fear death, because through it I will reserve many for my kingdom, all those fragile sheep that will not withstand the great storm. Rejoice, because the hour has come when your eyes will see what I announced to your servants the prophets. Meditate on this, these 10 days. And this, because on the 10th day, all natural of my people must be accountable with me, and you will be able, like this, upon receiving peace in your heart, rejoice with me in my feast of tabernacles. This should be free of comforts, so that, like this, you have a prelude to the future. But, be happy. Because soon we will celebrate it together, where there will be no more crying nor pain. And, for all these things that will never again be among you. Let all flesh be in fasting and prayer on the 10th day, and pray for you and your children, for you have been sold for a price, but whoever trusts in me will be saved.